recent stream, I was doing something called achievement hunting, which I know it's a very creative and original idea. And on the subject of creative and original ideas, I absolutely hate when other content creators take another content creator's idea, especially if that content creator is like kind of known for doing that idea over and over again. It's just kind of in bad taste. And like, if you are going to steal an idea, at least like be subtle about it. Don't steal a content idea from like the biggest person in the space. I mean, that's just like, don't be obvious. Don't do it in general, but just especially don't be obvious. You'll obviously get caught, and it's just a bad look. Anyway, today I was doing that on stream, and I had a challenge to accomplish the achievement that you see above my head right now. And in order to do that, I believe it's called something like Magic Beanstalks. Good job, Blizzard. Whoever named the achievement must have been working overtime when they thought of that one, because that's just chef's kiss. That's just beautiful. So we're just trying to draw a bunch of cards off of the Overgrown Beanstalk. And what the Overgrown Beanstalk is, it's a 3-mana spell that's all about treants. So you summon a 2/2 treant, and you draw a card for each treant you control. So you can draw a ton of cards off of this, but in order to draw 7, like we need for this achievement, we need a full board of treants. Well, not a full board, we need 6, and then once we play the Overgrown Beanstalk, we'll then have 7, and then we'll draw 7, and pretty much just win the game from there. But the problem with this achievement is our opponents are typically not alive anymore once we're that far ahead. And that was quickly discovered on stream because I was on an absolute tear with this deck. I played this as kind of just a joke, and I threw together this list very willy-nilly. I'm not sure if this is the optimal build, but it treated me exceptionally well. I went 6-1 with this list, and the whole goal was just to get this achievement, and I just couldn't stop winning with it except for that one loss. But that's beside the point. This deck should not be this good, and it led me to believe that maybe Treant Druid is secretly broken. So what is Treant Druid? As the name suggests, we're playing as many Treant cards as possible. So Witchwood Apple, Aerosoilizer. This card is absolutely insane in this deck. But what's more insane is the Nymph. This card right here won me the vast majority of my games. So it's a 3-mana 3/4 with a battle cry of transform a friendly Treant into a 5/5 ancient with taunt. And this being a 3-mana 3/4 is pretty good stats on its own, but also coming with a virtual +3/+3 on a Treant is absolutely insane, and taunt is very relevant in this very aggressive meta. And the best target for this battle cry is good old Blood Treant, which is a 5-mana 2/2 that costs health instead of mana. So on turn 3 or turn 2, if you have the coin, you are putting the equivalent of 8-9 worth of stats on the board, with the majority of those stats having taunt. Absolutely insane. So this deck very much overperformed for me. Maybe it's just right in the spot that I'm in the legend rank, but this did very well for me, and I highly recommend you checking out Treant Druid if you are struggling to find a deck that's working for you. But anyway, that is pretty much Treant Druid. If you enjoy Hearthstone content like this and would like to see more of it in the future, please consider subscribing to help us get to that 1,000 goal that we're striving for. And if you want to help me get in front of some more people, a like goes a long way. Anyway, let's get into some games. So the last achievement that we need to do today is Overgrown Beanstalk. It's draw 7 cards with Overgrown Beanstalk. Okay, we'll see if we can do that. This one's probably the hardest one, so we need Treants. So we need Applewood. Just pretty much every Treant card you can think of is what we're wanting. Cultivation. So the idea is Drum Circle, Treant, Overgrown Beanstalk, win. I think that's the general game plan. Draw 2 cards that cost 6 or more. They cost 1 less. Yeah, that seems like an obvious inclusion. So we also need Forest Seedling. Arkonite Revelation could be pretty good too. So really we're just a token deck. And then eventually maybe we can overwhelm our opponent and control the board enough to do Drum Circle, Forest Seedling, Overgrown Beanstalk. Maybe some board buffing tools, just again so we can survive to the late game. Distress Signal could be... Wait, no, we need this as well. Yeah, and Distress Signal. Okay, so a pretty standard looking Treant Druid list, but the whole idea, we're wanting to drum circle into another Treant, so this could be through Forest Seedling, Witchwood Apple, or we could just have Treants on the board already and drum circle into Overgrown Beanstalk. Cool. Achieve Trees is the name. Okay. Done. Okay. A priest. Okay, let's see if they're more of like a control variety or not. So that's one Overgrown Beanstalk. Throw that one back. Blood Treant could be decent. Don't need this quite yet. But let's... It's actually a pretty good curve of Cactus Construct into turn to Aerosoilizer, Blood Treant off the coin. Okay, my opponent is an aggressive variety. So let's just take things nice and slow. I think Dimensional Core is probably just the better card, though. It was tempting to pick the new card, but I think a Divine Shield, it might be a little better. So they're going all in on the Orbital Halo. Okay. Let's go Aerosoilizer and also Blood Treant. I guess I got an achievement that I didn't know about off of Blood Treant. My opponent is going to deafen my 2/2. Okay. Let's go with a super wide board. Give my garbage a buff. And I do need to make like a pretty hideous looking trade, but that's okay. Let's hit my opponent for 6 and be on with our day. Am I just going to be punching my opponent into concession? So I have... Six, 10, we're at 24. Okay. Let's get some minions. Those aren't bad. Let's box into there. Cactus Construct will find me a Loot Hoarder. And let's swing 6 on my opponent. Also draw my Libram. Very nice. So we are not doing a good job of... Sure. Summoning Treants. Am I just going to make a big board? I think so. I think I'm just making a big board. As lame as that is. Alright. Let's be lame together. So let's trade into that. Let's box into there and hit my opponent for 9. Okay, okay. I played around the second MC Tech beautifully. We won, but we lost. So that is unfortunate. I also want to win, you know. So that's always a tough thing to balance. Drum Circle probably won't be it. And this is the achievement card. But we're going to throw it back, because that's probably like a turn 100 card. Super late game card. Love Scene, Living Root, and Forest Seedling. That will allow me to be on board early. Do I wait for Forest Seedling to mature? I think so. Especially with that draw. Do I trade in? Sure. Sure. Let's fight for board. This is likely Zerg, so we need to make sure that we're ahead on board. Brittlebone Buccaneer. So let's do that. Am I just going wide? I think I'm just going wide and hoping my opponent, like... I think they're just going to go Infester this turn. And if that's their game plan, I just rush them down faster than what they're doing. Cool. Next turn I have a Distress Signal. Is that the best possible? I think so. I'm also drawing cards off of Needle Rock. Absolutely insane. So my opponent's getting boxed up pretty hard here, because I do have Cosmic Phenomenon for next turn. Found your channel yesterday and you are very funny. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, Connor. I do greatly appreciate the support. Is my opponent just dead? That's so sad. This achievement is, you know what? You gotta teach the Zergs what's up every once in a while. So let's just hit them in their head. Okay. My opponent is probably just going to die to Treants. So I am 2-1. I am 2-0 with this deck. But it's very sad because, like, I'm trying to, like, you know, achievement hunt. But my opponents just keep dying. Which is very sad. Horn of Winter. Okay, I'm rooting for him. I think you can survive. I think you got this. Okay, there you go. I'm not seeing you survive in this turn. Yeah. Dang it. Treant Druid is just too good. Okay. Another Hunter. Okay, let's see if Hunter has what it takes to stop this onslaught of Treants. I think Cultivator Nymph is just kind of one of the best cards in the deck. Allows us to control the board pretty early. Forest Seedling makes 2 Treants, which is sick. And this also makes 2 Treants. So on the play, I'm going to go Witchwood Apple into double Treants on turn 2. Hopefully one of them survives so I can Nymph. Yep, stick to the game plan. We got treats. Right back at you, Hunter. Okay, there are secrets. So another aggressive deck. Okay. Treant, end the turn. More Treants. Actually, if I draw Overgrown Beanstalk, this could be good. My opponent is going to elect to hit me in the head. And I will return the favor and make a 5/5. So They had the dream opening of Slither Spear into bananas. And I had the dream opening of Treant into Nymph. No Divine Shield. Okay, just elusive. It's fine by me. Let's see what I can get off of Cactus. That's actually so funny. Am I now just Hero Power Druid? Yes. Yes, I am. Okay, I'm just Hero Power Druid now. Change of plans. So now my hero power will be dealing 4 damage at a time. Pretty good rate. My opponent cannot target their 3/3 with elusive, which is pretty backbreaking. I think elusive is like the worst thing to roll off of camouflage mount. It's bitten me in the past too. Okay, so a bunch of bananas onto a 6/6. And I will Revelation. Oh, that's fantastic. Make some 1/1s. Make some trees. Give them that nice little bit of a buff. And do I clear their 6/6? I guess. Seems like they were really invested in that thing. Okay. So I'm winning on board. My hero power is better. And I'm not going to get my achievement. Damn it. It's so hard to get this achievement. Elusive again. Poison. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. So probably just bump, and then yeah. Control their board. Build my board, and then this is when I start weaving in my like insane hero power that deals 4 damage. Do I also deploy my Blood Treant? I feel so safe. Like if they have if they draw the traps, I'll feel like a fool if I do this, but you know what? We're not afraid. So they do draw traps. That's okay. That's okay. They're allowed to do that. Fine. Fine. They're the better gamer than me. Let's draw a Summer Flowerchild. Yeah. Or Beanstalk. Wait. Overgrown Beanstalk would be insane here. I would draw 4 cards. If they swing with that 1/1. Ooh. Draw 4 cards. One of them being Cultivation. Okay. Wait. Oh no. I can draw 6. Is that good enough? Oh, that's just depressing. I just can't win this game. I just can't. Dang it. That's rough. I mean, that's just unlucky, if you think about it. Oh. That is just so unlucky. Oh, drawing 6 off of Beanstalk? Man. A Thrall? My most beloved class, the Shaman class. I've gotten this combination a lot. This is like the absolute best thing this deck can be doing. Ooh, nice. Love seeing the turn 1 Apple, so I can go double Treant next turn. Might be able to go real wide enough for Cosmic Phenomenon to do its thing. So let's go double trees. Don't want to throw out the Blood Treant, I don't think. I mean, I guess I could have. I probably should have. Like, it's not getting any better in my hand. Yeah, that was a bit of a misplay. I should have just played it. There's no way they could have cleared my board there. That's okay. We're just gonna make a 5/5. Pretty good turn 3 board. And if they can't deal with... So Lightning Storm. Pretty good answer to what I was doing. A lot of resources went into that. Both their coin and they're going to be overloaded. Like, it was totally worth it, but quite a bit of resources. So let's go Aerosoilizer and Cactus. I guess into Cult Neophyte. I don't hate that. Cosmic Phenomenon could be decent next turn. Not convinced by that, but could be decent. So this gains 3 bonus effects. Oh, okay, well, that's just the best draw in my deck. By a mile. Clear that. Clear their face. And if they have another Thrall's Gift, they're just a better gamer than me. That's what it boils down to. Okay. Not bad. And they're likely going to launch this for some taunts. You're 1 game away from plat. Wish me luck. You got this. Hopefully you're playing something cracked. Something absolutely broken. Maybe you're playing Treant Druid. And winning just because you're playing Treant Druid. Another game. Another no achievement. Against the best deck in the format. God. I just can't catch a break. Another priest? Okay, okay. With the cool skin. I think I also have this one, because I also picked Protoss for some reason. There's no way I can keep getting this in my opening hand. I believe. Where are you? Blood Treant. So unlucky. Ugh. So, turn 1 Cactus. Ooh, nice. Turn 1 Cactus. Into... My spells cost 1 less? I have quite a bit of spells in my hand. Yeah. Into my spells are cheap. I can also make this a pretty big starship. Drum circles, pretty good. So I could just go incredibly wide. And I think I will. Yeah. Just go incredibly wide. Not a bad turn, too. Definitely not working towards my goal of this achievement, but I am working towards the goal of beating my priest opponent. Which you have to... You have to, like, read which one are you going for more. So let's go with Arkonite. Let's get some trees flowing. And, you know, put the combo together. This has like really surprised me, this card. It's been overperforming every time. And I find this card every time. Protocol, sure. You got yourself a bit of a protocol. So next turn I might just go Cloak Field into some trees. Depends on what I draw, of course. So I have 12 damage on board. Cool. Not a bad play from the opponent. Took care of my 5/5 very swiftly. I mean, that's just insane, right? So, Blood Treant, more trees, draw an obscene amount of cards. One of those cards being a Cultivation, which I don't think, yeah, it's pretty far away from being playable. But I will... I think Fanboy is the best I could do there. Let's clear that. Hit them for 4. And if they have AoE, that stinks. But also, like, it doesn't stink because, like, I'm trying to, you know, do this thing. Sentry into Hallucination, into my opponent's dead. Dang it. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, plus... That's so unlucky, man. I just can't catch a break. I guess my opponent will just, you know, have to die to Treants. Cool. Alright. Well, we couldn't get the achievement done. But you know what? I'll just highlight Treant Druid again. Because this deck is actually cracked, I guess, turns out.